always use Ritual. It's my favorite. The chocolate flavor and the vanilla flavor. I also added frozen cherries and strawberries. Voila! And ice and water and almond milk. You wanna see Hugo? Say hi, Hugo Mama. Do we look alike? Welcome to my balcony. This is where I hang out on the weekends and get some sun. There's a little overcast right now, which is actually perfect because the UV rays are very, very strong here. I don't think I've actually done a get to know me, so this will be fun. I want to do a quick intro. My name is Janice and I live in Miami, but I grew up in Vancouver, Canada, so I am Canadian. I am in my 30s, just started. Very excited for the upcoming adventures and chapters. I feel like this is a very important period of my life to start documenting, and not only that, but I want to be able to challenge my creativity and obviously my speaking skills. It's really cool because all of my close girlfriends are creative in their own ways. It's just really nice to have a girl group like that. I moved down to Miami about 3-4 years ago with work. I am a product design manager for a tech company. I think before that I would have never imagined living in Miami. 2022 was the first time that I even flew down here. I met a lot of people, and honestly Miami was a very different time back then and it was a lot of fun. I don't regret anything, but I think time has kind of changed. And you know that feeling when you kind of outgrow a city? I want to try everything at least once. Growing up, I felt very loved and supported. They let me try any instrument, sports. I had a bunch of tutors, anything I wanted. Well, not the tutor part, I didn't want that part. But they let me try everything. There were a few things that stuck and a lot that didn't. And as I'm older now, reflecting back, I'm so glad that I actually gave these things a shot to actually understand whether I like it or not. And there's no wrong in trying something and not continuing with it. I think even trying is such a brave, cool thing. If you don't like it, don't do it. Life is too short. Growing up, I've always been very creative. I went to a lot of different art classes. I've done loom, yarn, knitting classes at community centers. I've done years of drawing, sketching, and art painting classes. I had a dedicated teacher. Dreamed of being a fashion designer when I was in elementary school. I remember stealing the sketchbooks and filling them up with doodles. I did study interior design and got my entry-level certificate at BCIT. And in that program, we did a lot of hand manual work, a lot of plan drawings, which was one of my favorites. However, I think that one was more of a passion than a career. And again, I switched to something else, which was product design. At that time, it was a course called Digital Design and Development. And then shortly after I graduated, I was reached out to by a company, the head of HR, who told me to apply for this role. And before that, I was already mass applying because it's quite hard to get a job fresh out of graduate, even though I had some intern work and contract work. Through 3 or 4 rounds of interviews, and I got my first job, which is the same job that I am at now, which is crazy to say. Obviously, been promoted, also got to relocate to Miami, which is the headquarters, and that's why I am here. So it's a little backstory of how I got to where I am. If you're watching this and you are contemplating moving to another city or trying something new, this is your sign to just do it. I wouldn't be where I am without the risk or choices that I took today, and I have no regrets. I think entering my 30s right now, there are a few things that stand out that I want to continue. Having a different weekly split workout really improved the way I feel. Not just lifting, but also getting my steps in, Pilates class with friends here and there. I know how to swim, but I never really swim freestyle. So I did order a one piece, a swim cap, and goggles, so I'm excited to do that. And yeah, maybe running, I don't know. My friend is gonna come over on the weekend and we're gonna play some pickleball and just kind of split it up. Another thing is about spending actual quality time with friends and family. I think I've already worked on this because living away, obviously, it's a little bit harder because you're long distance, but I feel like I've done a pretty good job at maintaining my relationship with family and my friendships. I'm a pretty good texter unless I'm super overwhelmed or stressed. Calling, texting, checking in, those are great ways to stay connected. Another thing I want to do is to not be so honed in on money and making money. I think obviously North America is a very capitalist, hustle bustle country. Obviously money gets you a nice place, freedom to live alone. I think there's definitely way more ways to feel rich in life, and that's what I'm more focused on now. So that's a little bit about me. Angel gave me this bag that I'm taking out for the first time today. It's from Cafoon. I'm gonna go to a cafe and maybe drop by. I kind of want some midi skirts in my wardrobe, which I don't have at the moment. I feel like I just have a lot of denim that I repeat and not a lot of variety. So that's part of my capsule wardrobe that I want to slowly build. I didn't charge my phone last night, so I'm waiting for my phone to charge right now. Before that, I just packed my bag and filled up my water bottle. Can't leave the house without this. This is actually a bathing suit that I just got from Gooseberry. And then these are the low rise or low slung jeans from Agledy. I sized up so that it would sit lower on the waist, and then Margiela tabbies in white. I love this bag. Thank you, Angel. And then just Prada sunnies. Greet the sun. this milk. I actually made this. It says Jan loves you. Almonds. Well, I did not press the record button. So, that's on me. Anyways, I'm doing a quick makeup base because I'm not doing anything crazy today. Most days of the week I actually don't wear any makeup. I just let my skin be bare. The humidity really helps my eczema. Ever since I've moved down, my skin has cleared up even more. I've also found my skincare that works and I stick to as a regimen. I always take my makeup off and double cleanse with the Vanilla Co. Balm Remover and then the either Youth to the People or Revision cleanser. Because my mom showed me this is a single cotton towel sheet. No more reusable dirty towels. So mention here and there that I grew up with really bad eczema, and in the recent maybe like 5 years it's really toned down. But the majority of my life it was a big struggle and it interfered with my confidence. It was bad to the point that I was crying and not able to sleep at night. I remember it hindering with my confidence so much that I don't really like making eye contact with people because I didn't want them to see the extent of the eczema on my face. And I used to put on so much makeup to hide it, which made it worse because it's dry and flaky. So yeah, we've definitely come a long way. And again, I do say that it starts from the inside out. Bodies are really smart and it can sense when something's not right around us. It can start with emotions, stress inside that needs to be released, and it also comes with releasing all the toxins inside. You know, even cutting out drinking so much, staying up late, those are 2 key factors. And implementing more home-cooked foods. Yes, this feels like a repetitive cycle of people saying the same stuff, but it is very true. When I'm traveling, I eat what I want, and sometimes my skin reacts, or sometimes I feel bloated. I'm very sensitive to food groups, so I know that when I'm back home, I can control my controllables and reset. So technically, I'm in my reset phase right now. Power 28 Samo Spritzer. It's very pretty. I would say a dusty pink is my absolute favorite stuff. Blush and lip liner, I would say. I actually have my lips lip blushed, I think maybe 2 times by Ashley. She's my close friend and she is the lip queen based in Vancouver. People literally fly out to get their lips blushed, and all of our friends have done it, even my mom and my godmom. So I had a lot of hyperpigmentation on my lips. Brought her actually my favorite lip liner at the time, which is NYX in Coffee. I'll show you. It's this color, but it's a really good match. I'm probably due for a touch-up soon. I didn't really prioritize that in my last trip, so here we are. I've been loving the MPH lip liner, the Lipsiggies, the lips, but this is her liner in Sizzle. And it actually glides really smooth. Smoother than all of my other lip liners. Yeah, it blends so well. It kind of just accentuates a bit, but not too much. Really good for a daily lip. Great. every day. It's just salmon, zucchini, and potatoes with salt, pepper, paprika, and lemon. I got a new Apple Watch. I actually had one before that was gifted to me, and it was in my drawer unused for years, and I actually gifted that one to Summer. I was debating between Garmin or an Apple Watch, and I was talking to Peggy, who is really into fitness, and she said Apple Watch suits me better. She can't imagine me with a Garmin. Also, I don't run or cycle yet, so I opted for the Apple Watch. I also wanted a pretty band so that I would wear it all the time. Well, I actually only wear it when I work out, but this is my favorite color at the moment. It's periwinkle. Ever since I got the watch, it's been really fun because I downloaded Strava and I have all my girlfriends on it, so it's really nice to encourage each other and see what we're doing every day, what type of workouts, because everyone's doing something different.